Alright guys, so for this activity, what you're going to be doing is you are going to have you're only going to have one short passage, and I want you to write me a paragraph about what inference that you make. And so I'm going to do one that's guided with you, and my passages are going to be a little shorter than yours, but you're going to go through the same process, okay? So you're also going to use this anchor chart to help you. So I'm going to start by reading my passage, and it says, Henry stood in line for the popcorn, and his dad stood in line for the tickets. What can you infer, and what clues did you use? So I'm thinking right now about what I read. Okay, Henry's in line for popcorn, Dad's in line for tickets, and now I'm going to use what I know. Well, I know that when you go to the movies, you have to have a ticket, and lots of times you eat popcorn there. Okay, so my inference is that Harry and his dad are at the movie theater. So now I need to write that. And remember, we talked yesterday about how you can't just write they're at the movie theater. Although that is correct in this case, you have to be able to prove it. Okay, so I'm going to use this anchor chart here as a guide. So I'm going to start writing, and here's how I would write. I can infer that Henry and his dad are at the movie theater. So that is where I have restated and I've answered my question, okay? Now I'm going to use text evidence and I'm going to prove it, okay? So again, I'm going to use my stem on my anchor chart. And so I'm going to say, I think they are at the movie theater because the passage states, and we'll get into this later, but now I'm going to tell what the passage states, so I need to use it like a quote. So I'm going to put a comma and quotation marks. And now I'm just going to copy word for word my proof. So Henry stood in line for the popcorn, and his dad stood in line for the tickets. Okay, and since that's the end, I'm going to put a quote. All right. So now I have answered, I have restated, I have answered, and I've given text evidence. But now I have to be able to relate it, okay? So now this is the third sentence. From my background knowledge, I know that now I'm going to explain, and I'm going to explain what I just said a second ago. I'm just going to put it in words. I know that you need tickets to see a movie at the theater, and many times people eat popcorn while they are watching the movie. Okay? And that's exactly what I said just a second ago. So a lot of times it helps to think about your answer out loud before you start writing it. Okay? So now I'm going to go to my fourth part. Therefore, that is how, and again, I'm using my sentence stems down here, I came to infer that, and I'm just going to rewrite my inference, Henry and his dad are at the movie theater. Now, I'm done, so always go back and reread, because sometimes we miss words. Sometimes our brains work faster than our hands can write or type in this situation, and so I need to go back and reread just to make sure it makes sense and I didn't leave out words, parts of words, or punctuation. So here I go. I can infer that Henry and his dad are at the movie theater. First sentence. I think they are at the movie theater because the passage states Henry stood in line for the popcorn and his dad stood in line for the tickets. From my background knowledge, I know that you need tickets to see a movie at the theater, and many times people eat popcorn while they are watching the movie. Therefore, that is how, oh, look, I misspelled came. Aren't you glad I went back and reread? Therefore, that is how I came to infer that Henry and his dad are at the movie theater. So again, 4 sentences. Now, sometimes, and again, we're just starting, so your passages are going to be small, but sometimes you'll have more than one piece of evidence. And so that would be where you would also go in between 2 and 3 here, and then you could say, I also think because. Now, I did not use I think this because on page whatever number, because I don't have a passage that's long enough to have pages. We're starting out slow, and so we're starting out with just very small passages. And so there's not a page number. Whenever we progress to larger passages, you could put page numbers there, okay? So let's move on and let's look at the second one, and I'm going to do the same thing. The alarm went off. The students lined up quickly at the door and walked to the lawn that was far from the school. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think, okay? I'm going to use what I read. So there's an alarm that went off. The kids are lining up quickly at the door, and then they walk far away from the school. So, I know that at school, we don't have alarms, really, unless it's a fire alarm. And during a fire alarm, we line up really quickly, and then part of our procedure is that we line up, we walk out, and we walk far out onto the playground away from the building. So I'm going to infer that there is a fire alarm at the school. See how I did that? There's nothing in the text that tells me that there's a fire alarm. I have to read between the lines, and read between the lines means I have to just think about what the author is trying to tell me without blatantly saying there's a fire alarm, okay? So again, I'm ready to write my answer. So I'm going to start with the first stem, okay? I can infer that there is a fire alarm going off at the school. Now again, this first sentence should be where I've restated the question, so I can infer, that's my restatement. And now this is my inference. There's a fire alarm going off at the school. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to start with my second sentence stem. Now remember, I don't have pages because this is a very short passage. So I'm just going to say, I think this because the text states, and I'm going to quote the text here, so I'm going to put a comma, just like I would dialogue, and a quote. The alarm went off. The students lined up quickly at the door and walked to the lawn. Walked to the lawn that was far from the school, end quote. Okay, so now I'm going to explain this. So that's my text evidence. So I'm going to start with my third stem. From my background knowledge, I know that during fire alarms at school, we line up quickly after hearing the alarm, exit the building, and line up on the playground away from the building. Okay, so that is my schema. That's where I've related what I know. Now I'm going to start my fourth one. So sentence stem, therefore, that is how I came to infer that, and I'm going to go back to my inference, a fire alarm is going off at the school. Now again, I'm going to go back and reread. So I can infer that there is a fire alarm going off at the school. I think this because the text states the alarm went off. The students lined up quickly at the door and walked to the lawn that was far from the school. From my background knowledge, I know that during fire alarms at school, we line up quickly after hearing the alarm, exit the building, and line up on the playground away from the building. Therefore, that is how I came to infer that a fire alarm is going off at the school. So again, guys, this is not asking you to write pages and pages. It's just asking you to, again, number one, restate the question and write your inference. Number two, what in the text made you think that? Number three, you're relating what you know about that. And then number four, you're just kind of restating your inference.